Hi guys, welcome back to Future Sun Tarot. My name is Tamjane. Today we're going to do an energetic forecast for the month of July 2024 for water signs. I would have done these individually, but because I'm short on time, we will just do them by the elemental signs. So water signs, if you're a sun, moon, and rising water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this message is for you. Let's see what's coming in for July 2024 for my water signs. Show me what I need to see and allow me to see the message as clearly and as accurately as possible. Let's get an energetic forecast for July 2024 for my water signs. Oh. One card at a time. What's coming in for my water signs? Overall energy for my water signs for July 2024. Guys may be working a lot in July. A lot of these cards kind of just want to pop out all together. Show me what I need to see. One card at a time. Working with it on a team or with a team specifically. Yeah, a lot of financial goals may be met in July 2024, or you'll just be working on commitments that you have obligated yourself to within this upcoming month. Yeah, potentially things may not go as planned with a lot of these business plans coming out, or things that you want to roll out. It may not roll out as seamlessly as you may have expected. So make sure you're giving yourself kind of some leeway for errors, or at least even giving yourself space for what you expected and what really will come. But a lot of this is maturity, or more maturity in regards to your work endeavors, or at least more consistency potentially. You may have been on and off on certain projects, or not being consistent with what you put out, and it feels like you may learn a lesson about consistency in this upcoming month in July 2024, or just a month, the upcoming month for whenever you do watch this, because these readings are timeless. Let's get some more divine insights for my water signs. Coming in for my water signs. Show me what I need to see. In this month of July. Yeah, this is message that things will not go the way that you plan, but in that pursuit of trying to execute it the way that you plan, you will have learn a valuable lesson. It may be something that you can actually use to execute in the future. It just feels like sometimes there's a learning curve, and so this is something that's going to prompt you, or at least push you to be a little bit more consistent, so that you can tackle more learning curves when there's not much on the line, right? Because especially if you're doing something that's more of a large scale, it's just like small baby steps. They want you to kind of be more comfortable with doing, instead of having these large grand projects. But let's get some more divine insights. Also, there's a lot of energy of caring about the external gaze, what other people are thinking or assuming about potentially your projects that you're putting out, or about yourself, that you may kind of want to ponder on why does that matter, especially external validation. Potentially you may be selling something and the sales may not be as high, or the visibility may not be as high as you want it to be. And instead of kind of getting in this strife, getting in this frustration energy, Spirit is saying kind of focus on what does matter. The fact that you did publish it, the fact that you committed to a goal and you were successful. Because I'm picking up on an energy of individuals who may not fully commit to some of the things that they decide to offer to their community. And so a lot of this, the Spirit is guiding you to have more commitment, not just for yourself, but for who you are doing it for, who is the intended audience that you are delivering these goods, these services, these ideas to, and why should you be more consistent with them. And so a lot of this energy is just highlighting and showcasing the importance of consistency, especially for your community, but really for yourself. But it's just a lot of humbling potentially, a lot of humbling of the ego, a lot of centering yourself to go beyond the ego. Also, pay attention to comparing yourself to other individuals as well. Do not compare yourself to others. You are perfect and made perfect in the image that you are. So pay close attention to when you are desiring someone else's goals, or whatever someone else is currently receiving. Just pay attention to where you are in your journey. And if you want to get to another spot, look inside yourself. Decide how you will get there within yourself. Don't necessarily just don't compare yourself with this energy. Also, I don't know if you'll be triggered with a lot of trust issues coming out in this upcoming month. So just pay attention to what you're being triggered like what's triggering you. Is it accurate? Is it something of the past? Is it from a past chapter that you have not healed from? Potentially you may put certain individuals in some form of box where you don't feel completely comfortable having close relationships with them or business relationships with them, or maybe you're basing them on their past actions, and potentially this person is not like either these people you boxed or is completely different from who they were in the past. So make sure you're giving individuals the right to grow, the right to expand, the right to even prove you wrong. And so a lot of this is, once again, this continuous energy of highlighting things to you, bringing things to your attention, changing your perspective, and making you more wiser. But let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. One card at a time. Yeah, there's also an energy of potentially not truly enjoying what you do for work, or maybe questioning how that you've gotten here, or trying to find a plan to either retire or find a plan to change your workload or change how you go about handling work. So a lot of these goals, especially coming out within this reading, is make sure you are being constructive in your approach to it. It doesn't have to seem so completely out of reach. If you were to actually detail the steps of that goal, SMART goals is a great example as well. Things will seem more manageable and more approachable, and will give you more of a solid state of mind and state of being. But just also pay attention to ways where you relinquish your control. You relinquish the ability for you to make decisions that are actually going to help you in this pursuit of these new goals. You may want to update your goals in this upcoming month. You may want to say, where am I? You may have goals that you've already checked off, and especially if you've checked off a lot of the goals, what am I, searching for next? What am I aspiring for? What's coming in next for me? So don't just go with the flow of life. Don't feel as though your control is taken away because of past commitments you've done. If you're in the commitment, finish it up, and realize that this is a learning lesson, and this is the price that I had to pay, because maybe potentially you're committed to some sort of work obligation that is not truly benefiting you or fulfilling your soul's desire. And this lesson is like teaching you to go through it and teaching you to kind of come on the other side knowing, well, I know it's not for me. So being optimistic, at least knowing that, hey, I learned this lesson is not for me, as opposed to me going multiple years down this line and then later realizing it's not for you. And I hope this is flowing continuously for you guys, because some part of this reading kind of feels a little slightly chaotic, like I'm not kind of on a center line, a stream of thought. So potentially you may just kind of feel overwhelmed within your mind as well, overwhelmed with the things that are coming in, potentially with the downloads or spiritual messages that you're getting. Potentially you may be overusing or watching tarot readings, so pay attention to that. Don't overwhelm yourself, because it feels like a lot of overwhelm upcoming in this month. But also pay attention to around you, because if you don't feel like success is yours, look how close success is around you. So pay attention to those that are growing, that are expanding, and realize that you are close in proximity to that. If God is blessing those around you, you are close to be blessed next. So pay attention to that and be optimistic. A lot of this is changing your perspective, once again, changing how you're thinking about things, and releasing your guard and realizing that you may have been choosing the wrong option or the wrong avenue, and how can I get in more better alignment with my highest self, my highest goods. We're going to keep this message really short. We're going to get 2 more cards and we will close out. Make sure you give yourself time, water signs, within this upcoming month to release, to meditate, to journal these thoughts out, to let go of these thoughts, because there's a lot of thoughts going in of you questioning yourself, questioning your decisions. Why did I do this? Why didn't I do this? And instead of finding yourself in that cycle of over-analyzing who you or what you've done and the decisions that you made, reflect, to release, and then say that moving forward, I know. You know, just create self boundaries may be needed as well, especially to protect you from your lower self, or the self that doesn't want to commit to things potentially, or the self that makes those decisions that put you in a place where you have to reflect over it and you have to kind of grow past it again. So this upcoming month could be a potential opportunity for you to break through certain cycles where you consistently choose decisions that are not actually for you or beneficial for you, but yet you find yourself caught in that routine. How did I do this again? And potentially it could be for external validation. Potentially it could be because the root of the desire is not actually fulfilling for you on a soul level. Potentially it could be because it's not in alignment for who you truly are and what you truly want. A lot of this is shadow work. A lot of this is soul searching. A lot of this is understanding truly who you are and what really inspires you and drives you, and what would you do regardless, without, you know, validation from anyone but the self. I'm going to get 2 more cards out of my hoodoo deck, and then we will close out this reading. Can I get some clarifying energy for the overall energy for my water signs? Another clarifying card. Yeah, we have the Mother of Baskets, and then we have the Strength card. We have a lot of feminine energy coming out within this reading, so you may want to decide to kind of focus and balance on your feminine energy as well, or to forgive yourself as well for being a loving and giving person. Potentially you are putting a lot of harshness on yourself for being acceptant. Excuse me. Almost like being hard on yourself for who you are and for having a really loving heart and a loving nature, or being hard on yourself for your journey and how you came to where you are. Because I feel like right now you're still in the center of your journey. You're not where you need to be yet. You still have a lot of steps, honestly, not just a few steps to get to where you want to be. But don't feel bad or beat yourself up because you're still on your journey, or things are not completely making sense the way that you wish that they would. Just center and give yourself peace. But I hope this reading helped. If you would like a more in-depth reading based on your actual zodiac sign, feel free to visit my Substack. And if you would like a personal reading, feel free to visit my website, futuresuntarot.com, to receive that personal reading. I will be participating in Essence Festival this year in New Orleans. I will be there from the 5th to the 7th at 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So if you are in town, feel free to come to the Read the Room Pod at the Convention Center. It's within the Wellness House sector of the Essence Festival. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in with me for another energetic forecast. And I hope this month is beautiful and great and amazing and transformative for you guys, Earth signs. Until next time, y'all.